It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. Joined by Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, the Panthers coming to 2023 with a lot of new faces, most notably, of course, at head coach and a quarterback. But what do you think it would take for them to emerge on top in the NFC South?
Better efficiency on offense, partner. I think they continue to beef up the offensive line, add to the playmakers on the perimeter, and run the football with some authority. Pair that with the defense. It's been pretty good for the last few seasons. This team has a chance to take charge in a wide-open NFC South.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the wait goes on for a Super Bowl appearance. This will be the 28th season since they last won Super Bowl 30 in 1996.
Let's add on to that. They haven't even been to an NFC Championship game since 1996. And you know, that does not sit well in the owner's box for the Dallas Cowboys, continuing trying to find their way back to the top of the mountain.
Let's go now.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to...
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 54 yards. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Blue check. Black swap.
Young working out of the gun. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Ready.
Here is Young. Dancing to his left. Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. Left side here to Sanders. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Blue check. Black swap. Switch. Yellow.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw, Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Check pitch. Check white.
Throwing, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Kavontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay,
Each
Coach,
team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready to, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte. Rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 77 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime.
There he goes, left side. He's on his way. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, 78 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. Powers through it. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the 1 play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Young on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the 2nd half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. There he goes, right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different, because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. Thus far, he's been quite the dual threat. Touchdown on the ground, another through the air. He's just so versatile, isn't he?
He is, and he's exactly what I think we're looking for in the NFL now out of the running back position. Guys who can do everything running it, but also act as receivers. And I don't just mean, you know, the stopgap guys. I don't mean safety valve. I'm talking about big-time parts of it, whether they're going to split out, whether they're going to swing out of the backfield. Sometimes they act like a true wide receiver, and he's having that type of a game in this one.
It'd be interesting to see if he can keep it going both phases. Let's see. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pushing through the contact, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 151 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Pollard. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Dallas.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.